Hey, Ethan, how are you?
I'm good, Brian. How you doing?
Good, good. How do you feel?
To be honest, really tired. So, but you know what? I think it's good. That's the only way I'm going to get back in shape. Is just playing and getting up and down. So I think it was good for me. I think it was a good mental and physical test. Obviously, Coach Payne's talked a lot about just being mentally and physically strong, and especially the mental piece. So just something to keep building kind of every single day as we practice and keep playing. Um, we just have to be patient. It's not there's not like a magic pill I can take to just be back in the shape that I was in before I got sick overnight. It's gonna take time, so I just have to like keep that in my mind and trust the guys in the locker room with me, like my brothers, like just know like they're gonna keep picking me up every single day and help me get to where I want to be, and ultimately, that'll help us get to where we want to be as a team.
Right. Beyond the physical, you miss so much practice, obviously. Do you feel like you're up to speed on knowing what you're doing when you're out there?
Yeah, I think the toughest part for me has just been, even though I missed a lot of practice, besides like 1 week just getting really sick, I was able to like be at practice and be mentally, kind of just still learning and stuff. So I think mentally I'm fine, but when it comes to like being in the game and you have to apply that mentally, like really fast, I'm still adjusting to that. And that's just part of like the speed of the game or something. I was still adjusting to that before I got sick. So it's just a process, and that's part of being a freshman, and you just kind of have to like accept that. Know that you're going to learn stuff every single game and make mistakes, and I just have to keep improving on playing through mistakes and not getting so upset with myself, and just let my teammates pick me up and staying positive, for me and my teammates.
Right. That stretch where you guys got the game tied, you got in a pretty good offensive rhythm there. What was working during that stretch?
Coach Shrews was just drawing up great plays, honestly. Between that and I think we got into those actions, and guys were able to kind of ad lib off that, the stuff they were taking away. We just got open shots, rhythm shots, and we just kind of like settled in, and that's pretty much it, honestly. Shrews was drawing great plays, and we executed.
Right. What will or should you and your team take from facing Clemson's pressure now, and kind of what you might see moving forward?
Honestly, like Coach Payne said, just have to kind of like watch the film and learn from it.
Yeah.
So for us, obviously, you don't want to make mistakes. You have to kind of turn those mistakes into a positive learning experience. So I think between me, and the rest of the guards, Zay, Saj, Brandon, Jaden, and Eric, when they're back, I think collectively, we'll do a great job, and we have done a great job of like just learning from each other's mistakes. Just like continue to improve on that and build on it every single day. And obviously, it's probably going to be a focus from here on out.
Right.
Just really focusing in and being. I think the biggest thing with the pressure is just being mentally tough on anything, because it's the same thing we try and do to teams when we pressure the ball up the court. It's just mentally wear teams out. Just kind of get used to that and get used to that wear and tear of a full game of having to deal with that. I think that'll be the biggest thing that we can take away from it.
You guys not having Eric, not having Jaden now, do the guards feel like, hey, we all have to do a little bit more? We got pretty big shoes to fill here. How does everybody kind of process that?
I think yes and no. I definitely think everyone, when anybody goes down, I think collectively everybody as a team is like, all right, we kind of got to collectively as a group fill, whatever that person provided for the team. And it doesn't necessarily fall on one person. But at the same time, we're down to, a really great veteran guard and then a really great freshman guard. We definitely have to, pull a little bit more weight. But we also rely on each other as a team and as teammates that everyone's going to pick up the slack. And the coaches are going to find a way to best, kind of adjust what we're doing to based on the personnel that we have available.
I'm good. Thank you, Ethan.
Thanks, Brian.
Mike Carmen.
Hey, Ethan, what kind of challenge was this just for you personally tonight to get out there against that defense and just fight through what you had to do?
Yeah, it was a lot. I'm sure if you guys were watching, you could see me on the sideline every time I came out. My hands were, I had bad body language as far as being super tired. But yeah, it was definitely a challenge. Luckily I kind of had an idea after shoot around that I was probably going to have to go more. So I had some time to be mentally prepared for it. Like I wasn't just thrown into it. But it's definitely a battle. But it's the same thing as just the mistakes that, I was just discussing with Brian. It's just a learning experience. So I'm just trying to like build off that. And, like I told him, it's not getting back in shape. It's not going to happen overnight. So I just have to like be okay with that and just try and be positive with it and just grow a little bit every day. And hopefully, as the season goes on, I'll get back into the shape that I want to be in and hopefully be a better player. I know this team is going to get better every single day, so we just kind of follow that motto.
Did you lose a lot of weight during the illness?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to think. I probably lost like 10 pounds, but most of it's back on. Not the full 10, but I'm only a few pounds less than I was originally, so it ended up not being that bad. But just the biggest thing, I think, having great guys like, you know, our trainer Chad and obviously our strength coach Gab to work with me, just get my body right, you know, for whatever I need to be ready for as far as playing and stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ethan.
Yep, no problem.
Anyone else?